Hello there, friends, and welcome to another Twisted Wrister Hockey Hangout. And for those of you who are joining from post to post, who have discovered my channel since I was featured on Neil's channel, welcome aboard. Welcome to the Twist Brigade. It is delightful to have you here. And with that said, I raise my glass and I cheers to thee. So we've got Trevor. Hey, bud. Hello, Elias. You've been up till 2 in the morning here in Cape Town. Oh my goodness, man! You are a warrior, my friend. My goodness. Hope everything is well for you on the other side of the world. Really. Hi, everyone. Good evening to most of you out there, and a super early morning for Super Lurf. Last time I stayed up till 2 in the morning. Not sure exactly what I was doing. Anyway, how's everybody doing? What y'all up to? Hello, Louis. Greetings from south of the border in my case. Hope all is well. You guys getting ready for these playoffs? I cannot believe it. Next week. We're talking about next week here. Yeah, man. It's so surreal. I mean, especially with my team out of it, right? But nonetheless, I mean, we've been away from hockey so long. So think of it this way, right? Usually the cup is awarded in June. So that means that 4 months after that, that's when the regular season would start. So basically, we've had that much of a gap already. So it's almost like, imagine that if we actually started the 2021 season next week. Wouldn't that be crazy? What's up, Riley and Shark Fan? Howdy. I think you made a video recently, right? You did some playoff predictions or something? Oh, thanks, Adrian. Yeah, man, I'm stoked. Neil just put that out today, obviously, and I'm happy to make it as when it comes to jersey concept reactions. I guess for that series, I'm the first statesman that he's featured on there, so it is an honor indeed. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't know exactly when Neil would publish that, and so I got a notification on my phone. I went over to YouTube and it said like the video was uploaded 14 seconds ago. And I was just like, yes. So I've already watched all of it. Yeah. The Knights, are they going to take the cup? Peter DeBoer only gets teams so far in his first year. We'll see though. The jersey concept video was pretty lit. Thanks, Eunice. You know, we had some good designs to work with, too. Some very clever additions, subtleties and whatnot, nods to branding past, eras past. So overall, very skilled designer. You know, sometimes those concepts don't quite come together all that well. But overall, in terms of, I think, the creative process behind pretty much all of those jerseys, the designer did a very good job. I had a couple of favorites, and, you know, we can always talk about that another time because I know not everybody was watching. Yes, new setting, CJ. So I didn't say this earlier. Greetings from, this is literally the bedroom I grew up in. So I'm at my parents' house right now. This is just for this stream though. I'll be back in the layer next week. Although in a few weeks from now, I'll actually be streaming, hoping that my setup will suffice for this one time. But yeah. Oh no. Hey, Trevor. 1,000 subs after that? I don't know. My parents' Wi-Fi isn't quite as good as mine. So if you experience any interruptions, you can let me know in the stream. I apologize in advance. But yeah, this is the best I can do for right now. Did I change my profile pic? Yes, Elias. So what we have as the channel picture and for Instagram and Facebook as well, that is the Twisted Wrister Hockey logo. And we just finished that 2 days ago. I worked with a designer, and I didn't know the name because I hired the designer on Fiverr. I paid a lot more than $5, let me tell you that. But the designer did a fantastic job. In my opinion, it seems like the community at large, definitely. Yeah, you heard Cortana. Yeah, she's downstairs right now. My voice is ahead of my mouth. Whoa, that's trippy, dude. Well, that's because, yeah, my Wi-Fi isn't quite as good here. So please bear with me if you can. Aw, that's so cute. Well, Dan, you do what you got to do, man. Then again, I'm sure that there's nothing better than tuning into hockey content with your fairly newborn. My friend, one of my best friends, he had a son last year, and he's like, yeah, I'm we're still in the hospital, and I'm watching the game with my son, with my newborn son, and I was like, man, that's got to be like one of the best feelings, What jersey am I wearing? So this was reissued in 1991 when the NHL celebrated its 75th anniversary. So yeah. Yeah, I know, Trevor. Usually when you want to upload something, you're like, I'm ready for this. I'm stoked for this. I put so much effort into this. I want to get this out now because something else is coming up later that I have to attend to. And then you're like, wait a second, why isn't it uploading? It always happens at the right time, does it not? Hard times to have a newborn. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Or no, wait, I'm sorry, Louis. Can you repost that? I'm sorry, I accidentally hit hide, but I wanted to permit that. So can you repost that for me? My bad. So yeah, what are you guys up to besides newborns? Cheers, by the way. Oh wait, I think I can repost it. Let's see if I can allow this. Yeah, I'm sorry about that earlier, Louis. Stream is pausing. Yeah, I'm sorry, Royce. This is the result of having some shoddy Wi-Fi. So if people have to drop off and take care of other stuff, hey, no objections to that whatsoever. Yeah, I figured it would be laggy. You have to go back to school next week. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's August next week. Isn't that crazy? So wait, you have to go back to school while there's hockey going on. Then again, I guess those games are played in the afternoon for you mostly, right? In New Zealand. But then again, they're going to be happening all day. The schedule is going to be insane. And I haven't figures are going to be doing this as well. It'd be kind of cool if we could all sort of figure out times that we want to go live. I thought people had to do online learning, mostly so, but Matthew here is based in New Zealand, and they've been COVID-free for like 2 months now. It's a very interesting country. I went last year. When you get there, you have to let them know if you've been hiking or outdoors, like out in the woods over the last 6 months. And I brought my hiking shoes there, and I said, oh yeah, like I go hiking occasionally. And so when I got there, they wanted to take my hiking shoes, and they took the soles out, and they like took these tweezers and they picked out every little speck of dirt or dried grass because they have such a sensitive, very unique ecosystem there. So turn things up down. It's quite interesting. With which team does Lafreniere fit best in your opinion? You'd say Montreal. Somebody pointed this out, and Matthew, it might have been you for all I know. But I think Minnesota could definitely use some firepower at the wing. Absolutely. Hello, Isles fan. And speaking of Isles fans, have I got a jersey unboxing for you in the next week or two? Stay tuned. I recently secured something that, it's a spicy one. I cannot wait to unpackage that and film that. Is anyone a baseball fan? Hey now. San Francisco Giants, baby, let's go. Minnesota Twins, let's go. Anybody not the LA Dodgers or the New York Yankees, let's go. You want a jersey from Full Moon? Nice. That's the place to go to, SJ 2021 though. That's what I like to hear. Missed the playoffs in 2003, conference finals next year. Missed the playoffs in 2015, Stanley Cup final year after that. Look out, NHL. We're coming for you in 2021. Let's do it. Let's go, Mets. You guys are kind of due for a title. It's been since 1986. Ah, yes, since Buckner's blunder, if I do recall so correctly. Who will sign Thomas Greiss? Good point. He's had a nice career after leaving the Sharks. It's kind of one of those things where if he took a pay cut, he could come in as a backup. But again, he might be a little bit higher as a price point, considering his age, I would say. Favorite Seattle name? Sasquatch. But that's not one of the finalists. I do find that quite odd. But yeah, Kraken. I actually haven't seen that just yet. So I know there was some buzz floating around that. 45 game season for next year. I wouldn't be opposed to doing an abbreviated season if we could keep things on time. I don't know. I don't really like the idea of like hockey going through August next year. That's my personal opinion. I like to see it as more of like a fall, winter, early spring sport. You're gonna put in some MLB scores in the chat? Hey man, that's cool with me. Oh, hey Louis, can you repost your channel so that people can see what that is? Because I accidentally hit hide earlier because I might record, I'll probably record our segment tomorrow. If anybody's been keeping up my 5 Reasons Why series, the next teams I'll be working on is the Blackhawks and the Coyotes. So those are coming next. I've got other collaborators for the Islanders and for looking like the Jets. And also I think I have somebody for the Maple Leafs perhaps. So yeah. Yeah, I know, man. This is a sweet jersey. I'm a big fan. But yeah. How long have we been in quarantine? Since like mid-March, I want to say. Do I do fantasy hockey? I don't actually. John for Leafs collab. Right. Hey, Garrett. Hello. Hello, Gabna. Nice hair. Thanks, dude. Check that out. Yeah, man, I haven't cut it since December. But I mean, I've been keeping it long for the most part for a while. You know, that's the thing. My aspiration is to be the best hockey YouTuber for hair. I want to be the hockey YouTuber with the best flow. That is my ultimate goal, my friends. Watching me in a grocery store with bad reception and my stream has slow Wi-Fi. My bad. That comes with the territory of being at my parents' house. They're a little bit, well, not off the grid, but they're not in the heart of Wi-Fi country. Yeah. Did I get the video clips? Yes, Nick, I did. Or I got one video from you. I sent you topics for the Blackhawks video because I want to spell those out clearly in the video. I might need to do some condensing. I think I'm going to have to chop things up a little bit, but hopefully everything turns out okay. Favorite Penguins player, Patrick Marleau. That wasn't so hard to say. Outside of him, I don't know. I don't watch the Pens so much, frankly. I would like to watch some more of Brian Rust, though, just because of the role that he's had in their 2 Stanley Cup runs. And then you put him on a top line, and he flourishes. So I think that makes him fairly interesting to follow out there. Current games, the Reds are beating the Lions. Tigers? Have I done the Pens? Yes, I have. Hockey. So I made a few of those, 5 Reasons Why videos. I made those. Oh, I don't know. Right before the quarantine. So there's a playlist. It's called Homebrewed Stats and More. And it has all my different playoff-related videos. Do I like NHL 20? I like NHL 20. I don't play it a ton. I've done, obviously, the live streams here. Yeah. I didn't even know that the Canes and the Knights, I do have videos for them too. It's so weird though, because like some of the videos got a ton of plays. Like my Flyers one is like my 6th most viewed ever. And then I have videos for like the Canes or whatever, and it's got like 50 views. It's kind of weird. Anyway, you're selling a jersey right now. I would imagine it's a Hawks jersey. Favorite player from every team? Yeah, it seems like that's kind of a cornerstone for a lot of teams out there. Louis, could you post a message that includes the name of your channel and kind of what you cover on there? That would be helpful. The stream, yeah. I'm sorry, Elias. It's a Wi-Fi thing. Yeah. Games that haven't started. You got Rockies, Rangers, Brewers, White Sox, Padres, Angels. Like a little SoCal battle there. Best role player in the NHL is Alex Kerfoot. That's interesting. Well, this kind of goes hand in hand with my criticisms of the Selkie Award because it's literally given to like the highest scorer who was not considered for the Hart Trophy. I don't like that. It shouldn't go to the best two-way player. It should go to the best defensive forward. There should be a separate award for the best two-way player or the best two-way forward, in my opinion. Because guys like Boone and Case Zekas are clearly, I would say, front runners for that award pretty much year after year, and they don't get any credit. I think it's pretty silly. Also, I talked about Yoel Armia in my recent Canadiens, and you could also make the case for Philip Dano, but those are two terrific players defensively as well. A video talking about favorite player. Oh, I'm sorry. Must have that. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, Louie. Apparently the Knicks, we just can't hit the right buttons this time around. Be patient with us here. We'll get you back in. I'm sorry about that. Hate baseball in your opinion. So boring. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where if you don't really grow up with it so much, I think it's really hard to get into. I grew up with baseball, so I still like it, even though it's, I understand history. Jumbo Joe to Patty Marlowe, baby. Hell yeah. That aside, I'm really trying to dig deep without just throwing a name out there. You could say Backstrom, Ovechkin. I don't know. The first ideas that I had in mind were like Korea and Solani, maybe. Patrick Marleau, Hurricanes legend. Yeah, it was funny because my friend got a Canes jersey, a blank one, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking of getting it customized." And he's a Sharks fan, and I said, "Dude, you know what you should do? You should get it customized to Marleau. That'd be hilarious." You don't follow any of the other big four sports? Mike Shark OG. Any unboxing that, Nick? I picked up kind of a holy grail, not a personal holy grail so much, but among jersey collectors, that would be a sort of holy grail. And it's arriving, I think, around Monday. I'm so stoked for that. And there's that other jersey that you pointed me to. So we'll see about that. I might do that as like a unboxing during the stream, or maybe like a social media unboxing or something like that. Your second favorite team? I don't know. Tough to say, man. Because like Sharks. Oh, I know your second favorite team. It's whoever's playing Vegas. Bro, the Wi-Fi sucks. I know. I'm sorry about that. There's unfortunately nothing I can really do about it. I'm in the same house as two other people right now, so they're probably on the Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, there really isn't anything I can do right now. Hot take: Five nations in what? Top 5 nations in hockey. Dude, you gotta tip the cap to Switzerland, man. Switzerland is producing some great talent that can compete with the best of them out there, in my opinion. Guess your second favorite team? Oh, it's the Florida Panthers. I know that. Oh, Sharks fan, you like the Canes? Okay, I like the Canes as well. I've been trying to support some of the less traditional markets recently. So the Canes, the Coyotes, the Panthers. The Panthers are like my third or fourth favorite team. You're Swiss. Nice. You want to stick COVID in the nuts. Second favorite team is the Caps. Ovi is your favorite non-Sharks player. Good choice. Dude, impossible unless you're like a Penguins fan or something. I don't know. You're a Penguins fan. What's your second favorite team? It's going to be Vegas because you asked me earlier about Vegas. And besides, you probably like Fleury. So Vegas. Guess your favorite. It's not Minnesota, even though you root for them. Oh, I didn't know. Your second favorite team, Trevor. Oh boy. I'm not sure. I'm gonna throw it out there and say Trevor. I'm going to say I don't know, man. You've got Rangers colors in there. I'll say the Rangers. Why not? David Pastrnak is one of your favorite players. Yeah, I'm certainly a fan. I like the ice a lot too. He's a cool dude. I'd probably say that for players I'd actually like to meet in person, he'd probably be up there for me. Seattle team gets revealed tomorrow. Chris, don't be pulling my leg. Don't be messing with me. Make Chris a mod. Well, if he wants to be a mod, then he certainly has earned that in this community. Your two favorite teams in the West? Whoever has Robin Lehner, I don't know. you guys are having me do a lot of guessing games here. Wait. Seattle is revealing its team name tomorrow? Check Aesthetics Twitter. Okay, that's a good source. You're a good source too. You like the Rangers? No ill will. Oh, I heard you're a farmer. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Or maybe I could think about it, but when I'm running through the questions and whatnot, I get sidetracked. Your top 3 favorite teams, Ian Berube. With a name like that, you would say the Blues, right? Dude, you got to give me some sort of a hint, though. I can't see anything in your profile. Like, let me know whereabouts, what team's closest to you, or like where you live or something. Because I can't just guess 3 random teams. Come on. There's like only a 10% chance that I get. I don't know. The statistics, the percentages don't work in my favor. You have a TFS logo. What's TFS? If I had to guess your favorite player on the Flyers, somebody who doesn't get under the Penguins' skin, I would have to say, Scott Lawton. Holtz and Raymond playing in Sweden next year. I don't know who those guys are, unfortunately. There's something that I don't do so well with following, outside the core NHL. You got to walk your dog. There you go. Dogs come first, guys. And that's why my dad's watching my dog right now, because then I can do this myself. Hell no, it's Oscar. Oh, Oscar Lindblom. Spezza and Alfredson. Oh, dude. See, it's all about like that. What? All right. Top 5 prospects. Yeah, man. I don't do prospects. I don't talk about any of those young guns until they're actually in an NHL jersey and playing in games. That's just my philosophy. Was the line Mike Madonna assisted Gordon Bombay when he takes the team to a North Stars game? Oh boy, it's been a minute or two since I last watched the Mighty Ducks. I will say that. Nice. Kudos to you guys for figuring that out. Your favorite player on your least favorite team, John Tavares. Player on the Leafs. See, I don't want to just pick the star players. I want to pick somebody else out there, like Kasperi Kapanen or something like that. Your third favorite team, you live in Missouri. So I would think it would be the Blues, right? But then again, if you live like in the southern part of the state, if you live in the western part of the state, you could cheer for somebody else, right? How many mods do we have? We got like, I think about 10 or a dozen or so. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Thank you for joining. You've graced us with your presence and your elite knowledge of terrific comedy from the 80s. You can't have a favorite player on your least favorite team. My favorite player on Vegas, I don't have like a definitive one. It kind of bounces around. But if I had to choose a forward, I miss Belmar. Belmar was my favorite on that team. Right, no apologies needed, sir. You're playing mini golf with your friend. By the way, guys, we're going to have to do a hard stop at 6:30 my time. So that's roughly an hour from now. Oh, message from my friend Tyler. Hello, Matthew Phipps. I just felt like reading that out loud. Top 3 favorite teams, Oilers. Fleury is your favorite Golden Knights player. It's a good choice. It's a good choice. You live in Kansas City. The Wild play 6 hours from your house, but the Blues are 3 hours away. So your fourth favorite would be the Wild, I would take it? Yes. If you ever come to San Jose, let me know. I'll come out and say hello. I mean, assuming that living in the area still, we'll see. Big news. Have I ever done a Kahoot? No, it has been recommended to me though. So I'm thinking that if we do something like a guess the jersey or something along those lines, you'll definitely want to see my screen. So I would do something like that. So guys, I know that I keep saying that we're gonna have guess the jersey. It's going to take some coordination to get that together, and I'm very much deep into my sort of playoff related videos. So if you can stick with me for a little bit longer here, if we don't do it next Wednesday, we'll find a time to do it. Hopefully not during the playoff game. So maybe next week really is the best time to do that. So it's coming. It's going to happen. Jays got shut down by the PA Health and Safety. Ruh-roh, that doesn't sound very fun. 20. I'm assuming this is all hockey related. It's crazy, man. You know way more about hockey than I do. You're in New Zealand, man. You're just this nugget of knowledge for the country to absorb and feed off of. No, that's great, man. I don't really follow the NZIHL, but of course you've seen my Queenstown jersey. And that's something that I would like to watch. Definitely watch some more of. Hi, Adrian. I assume you're talking to me. You might have said Nick twice. Check the NHL Seattle Twitter page. Okay. So we'll have to definitely take a look at that. Favorite kind of gum and flavor? Now that's a question right there. You know what I'm a fan of? I like me some like watermelon Bubblicious or like bubble tape back in the day, or Big League Chew. Watermelon's good. Also a fan of kind of like tangerine or like orange lime or something like that. Seattle will announce the team name tomorrow. Wow. You guys are all signing off on this. Either that or it's a grand conspiracy. Favorite good? Not entirely sure. I know what you mean there. Wrigley gum, double mint. Double mint's fine. My favorite food. Oh, we've chatted about this a little bit. It's not necessarily my favorite, but I am about an hour away from indulging in some of my favorite type of cuisine, Thai food. I love Thai food. Absolutely. Or if you do something like a Thai flavored or Thai inspired pizza. Pretty much I'll eat any sort of pizza. Pretty much. Anchovies, not so much. Cheese, I mean, like, pretty much you can't go wrong with pizza. I love pizza because it's the experience of eating pizza. Even an authentic Chicago deep dish, which is basically like a pie. I eat that thing by hand. It's too much fun. I don't know. It's the hand food, Favorite movie, dude. You're coming out with all the good ones. You're having some good New York style pizza. Oh yeah, when you just like tilt the slice and the grease drips off of it, or the bubbling cheese drips off of it, that's the good stuff. Come on, don't deny it. Bacon wrapped anything? Yes, I've bacon wrapped. I've had bacon wrapped mango before in India, of all places, and it was really good. Favorite movie? I don't have a specific favorite movie. I mean, I'm a sucker for like the classic trilogy movies out there, definitely. But I'm a huge fan of The Sandlot. That was a movie growing up, and it still holds up dearly to me. I love The Sandlot. Absolutely. Gladiator, if you want to get something that's a little bit more adult. Love it. Yes, but bacon wrapped, heck yeah. Bacon wrapped scallops, right, guys? Oh, nice. You have your own New York pizza. Hey, I got to say, Matthew, when I went to New Zealand, I was surprised by how good the food is there. Granted, it's not cheap to live there, but you definitely get bang for your buck. It's some quality food, some quality meats, of course. What was I a huge fan of? It cut out? I don't know. Bacon wrap mango? Bacon wrap stuff? Sure. That takes the healthy stuff away. Hey, man, bacon's protein. You probably have some healthy fats in there. God forbid your house catches fire and you only have time to grab 5 jerseys. Oh, okay. I saw that earlier, Dan. Okay. I can only grab 5 jerseys. I'm going to grab one of my Sharks jerseys. Probably my original my original black jersey that I got. The first jersey ever. That comes out. Number 1. Number 2, my Salami jersey, my Temu jersey. That thing's sick. I love it to death. That's going to definitely come out of there. My Nordiques, I don't know, maybe. The Colby Cave jersey definitely comes out of there. Maybe that Flames Heritage Classic that has Twisted Wrister on it. Probably those 5, I would say. Those are absolutely up there for me. Have I ever had ketchup potato chips? No, I haven't. I know. I know you guys like them up there. I want to try them too. I love almost every type of chip out there, except come on, man. I'll eat anything else though. Korean barbecue flavor, Maui onion flavor, honey mustard flavor, jalapeno, ghost pepper. Trader Joe's has the ghost pepper chips. Like, burn my tongue, and I will love you forever. You want to try poutine? I don't think I've ever actually had poutine. Although I got to say, I don't really like. I don't know. It might need to have something else with it for me to really catch on to it. Some bacon bits. Favorite TV show? All American on Netflix. Oh, and your favorite movie is either Miracle or Youngblood. I love Miracle. I've seen it probably about 7 or 8 times. Youngblood I watched for the first time not too long ago. Pretty good. Not my favorite. But I still think for hockey fans it's worth it. It's really nice in terms of just kind of giving us a view into hockey culture, I think. Have a nice. Oh, Dynamic Python. Hey, everybody. Evan, a.k.a. Dynamic Python, has graced us in the chat. He recently came on for a 5 reasons why the Rangers could win the Stanley Cup, because that's his team. Definitely watch our video and watch his channel because he's covering the Rangers, the NHL, and sports at large. You're wearing your Minnesota Gold. Whoa, you have a Minnesota Golden Gophers jersey? Nice. That's awesome, man. I want to get one of those too. I've been to a Minnesota game, actually. And the next day I went to this thing that happened in this big stadium, something called the Minneapolis Miracle. I don't know. It was in a newspaper or two. Oh, Oscar Lindblom got a new contract. Excellent. You've tried jalapeno ice cream. I've never heard of such a thing. I've had jalapeno infused wine before, and that was actually really good. I don't know, man. I think that maybe you could argue that their biggest challenge is in the play-in round. I'm a fan of the makeup of the Carolina Hurricanes. I like the additions they've had on defense. Just when you thought their defensive core couldn't be any better. Barbecue potato chips are amazing. Absolutely. You can't go wrong with those. Avocado ice cream is awesome. I would like to try that. Where I live, there is a very famous garlic festival. And one of the main draws there is garlic ice cream. Yeah. You think the Rangers will win? Hey, if the Rangers make a run, I'll definitely, I don't know if I'll cheer for them over somebody else necessarily, but I would love to see that. That would be one hell of a run. Leche ice cream. Okay, like dulce de leche or dulce de tres. I know what you're talking about, though. Lindblom could play in the play-ins. Awesome. That's a real hockey player, right? It's like, oh yeah, I had cancer. Screw that. I'm going to get out there and hit somebody. Jalapeno beer. Nice. I've had like Chipotle chocolate stouts, like something like that, which is also good. Okay. All right. I'll catch you later, Eustace. Thanks, buddy. You're a trooper, man. The Seattle goal horn will be a foghorn. No, you can't do that. No stealing from other teams in your division, Seattle. You guys know the Sharks is a foghorn, right? Which is only appropriate. Anyway, favorite dessert? Oh, bread pudding, man. All effing day, bread pudding. Like restaurant desserts. You don't think the Rangers will get past the next round? Like I said, I think that the best matchup in the first round, I think it's Carolina and the Rangers. I mean, that's the one that I'm probably looking forward to the most. Jets and Flames, I'd say that one as well. What teams haven't I done? Oh boy, they're still like 9 or 10 of them. So basically, for the next week, I've got 9 or 10 videos to upload. I thought it was a tugboat horn, Seattle's. Potato. Nanaimo bar. What's a Nanaimo bar? I've been near Nanaimo. I've never been there though. What's bread pudding? Really? So basically what it is, it's kind of like a damper version of French toast that sounds kind of gross, but it's insanely good. And then you put vanilla ice cream on top of it. Sometimes you might like infuse it with some bourbon or like a bourbon sort of glaze on it. Oh, it's fantastic, man. Montreal plays Toronto in an exhibition game in 2 days. Oh, nice. Oh, your birthday's coming up. Birthday stream. Hey. Blackhawks versus Oilers should be high scoring. I don't know, Nick. I would think so, right? But I'm trying to like delve more into the defensive numbers for our video. That was interesting when you pointed out that they were 9th in penalty kill, because the Oilers were insanely good at special teams this year. You did a Sharks bedroom makeover? Oh my God. But they matched well Carolina. Oh, your fear is Philadelphia. Carolina plays the trap, and the Rangers were 7-1 against the Kings and the Isles. Damn, son. Both teams play the 1-1-3. We got to get more people on your channel to watch that stuff. Just did a Sharks bedroom. Oh, sorry. I'm on repeat here. Oh, boy. Bring back the Broad Street Bullies. Oh, there's a squirrel running along the fence. But my dog isn't outside to chase after it. Crawford doesn't play. The Hawks are done early. I have to see the goaltending numbers from this year to really make a call on that. But yeah, I mean, when I look at their defensive stats, I was like, oh, that's not so bad. And then I was like, oh, yeah. You have a signed Yevgeny Nabokov picture in a frame in your room. Heck yeah. Bless Nabby. I hope he stays around as a goaltending coach. Well, Nick, Cam Ward had 0 experience in the playoffs before 2006, right? And he went on a crazy run. Well, it was probably because they weren't expecting to make a playoff run, so that's why they traded Laner away. Lawton and Farabee should lead a Flyers Broad Street Bullies playstyle. You know, I'm secretly rooting for the Flyers because I picked them before the season started to win the Cup. And I also picked Vigneault to win the Jack Adams. Just saying, guys. And I did pick the Blues to win the Stanley Cup, so yeah. Ottawa's going to bring back the 2D logo. That's what we think. I like it. I wouldn't mind the O logo, but I also like the 2D logo. I like the redesigns that I've seen with those. You have a Marcus Sorensen jersey. Right on. Oh, that's kind of cool, given that he's Swedish. Oh, no, Dan. I'm so sorry, dude. Oh. Of course, I imagine when you're a parent, pretty much anything that can come out of a baby will find its way onto you. I mean, my dog, when she was a puppy, she pooped indoors a couple of times too. So, I mean, that's not nearly as bad as what you're up against, but I have to clean up a lot of that stuff too. I got my fingers crossed. I'd like to see I'd like to see somebody, challenge McDavid and Draisaitl. Speaking of which, nice to see Draisaitl get his nominee for the Hart Trophy, along with Panarin and McKinnon. I think that's a pretty solid top 3 for that. Is that Cortana in the background? I don't know. Let me check. Cortana. No, I think that's somebody else. Maybe next door. We have a German Shepherd on this side. I know that. Just trying to see if there was anything I meant to get to earlier. If Greg McKegg scores the first goal for the Rangers in the Yoffs, I like that, the Yoffs. I remember that last season I made these like stupid bets, or stupid proclamations. I said, okay, if this team wins the Stanley Cup, here's what I'll do. I said if the Stars were to win the Stanley Cup, I was like, I will buy a Roman Polak jersey. That sounds like we're on. All right, we'll hold you to it then, Evan. It's not about dog poop being so bad. It's the fact that they always find the worst time to drop it. I'm walking my dog in the crosswalk. There's a couple cars waiting to go, and then she squats down and drops a giant chocolate fudge dragon on the asphalt. William Nylanderthal. Does he look like? I don't know that. You hope the Lightning don't go far in the playoffs since we have their first round pick. It's true. Although I don't think that we would our pick wouldn't be based on how far they go necessarily though, right? Because doesn't it like factor in your regular season record? And then like if you're one of the 4 finalists, then that kind of becomes the default for your draft pick. I could be totally wrong. I mean, I wouldn't mind if the Lightning got out in the first round. We got like the 20th pick instead of the 30th, but yeah. I don't know about these Bolts, man. I don't know, man. Stamkos has been MIA in these playoffs the last couple of years, right? If the Hawks lose to the Oilers and win the draft, well, yeah, then this is the best season you could ever ask for, right? I appreciate you guys sticking around on the stream, by the way. We're about halfway through it, 46 minutes in, so we'll be abruptly ending at 6:30, just FYI. I hope the Golden Knights win the cup and stick it to Pavelski. That doesn't sound so good to me, man. The prospect of Joe Pavelski winning a cup with someone else. Patrick Marleau, Brendan Dillon, Alex Stalock, legend Mike Hoffman. You won't be upset if Stars win the cup. Well, that's kind of how it is. It's kind of like I'm not going to cheer for the Stars, but if they win, I'll be. I mean, if they go up against sorry, Bruins fans, sorry Matthew. If the Stars go up against the Bruins, I'm hardcore cheering for the Stars. Other than that, though, not so much. I just want Pavelski to do well. Yeah. Riley, I'll get on board with the Jets. Preds, they kind of already had their time, I think. Desjardins won the cup. He was famous for playing for the Sharks by wearing 69. Yeah. Desjardins. Hoffman was a Shark for probably about an hour. You're probably right. Well, you remember, though, because there's a fan group that made a banner when Hoffman came to the Shark Tank as a Panther for the first time. And it said, like, we'll you like Sharks legend Mike Hoffman, something like that. And then Hoff afterwards, probably somebody from his team or equipment manager or something said, "Hey man, they had a banner for you." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Hey, can we get that?" And so literally he met with the fans afterwards and they gave him the banner. I think that's so awesome. Do I like PK Subban? Yeah, I do. Seems like a good dude, cool dude. I like that. He made a donation to the daughter of George Floyd. I admire him for that. Yeah. Vegas or Boston? Oh man, that's almost like you asking me to choose between the Yankees and the Dodgers. Lesser of two evils, man. Keyleford could. Oh, we don't need this draft pick. Here, take it, Montreal. Community. What would Washington's NFL team be called? I heard something today that there's a chance it could be called the Sentinels, which would be really interesting because I think of Days of Future Past, if anybody has seen that. Am I a burger guy? You had a burger the other day that was topped with pulled pork, onion straws, and Carolina barbecue sauce. Oh, oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. I'm somebody who thinks that with burgers, it doesn't really matter what the meat is so much. It's about the toppings, really. So it doesn't have to be like the best quality beef necessarily to be good, but like, I mean, I do it. But so if you get a burger from Five Guys, for example, those are good burgers. But yeah, I'll eat turkey burgers, bison burgers, wild boar. I like to go for the game meats. Elk, definitely. But yeah, man, I mean, like you can put pretty much anything on a burger and make it taste good. What's going on here? Ooh, you're gonna frame your autograph jerseys. Nice. You ready for Kako in the Yoffs? He's been good in camp. That is good. It's the second season for him. It's a totally new season. Oh, Matthew, sick burn. Seeing Lundqvist after Martinez's goal made you feel bad for him. Not all the good ones get to win one, unfortunately. There's DeBoer in his first year with a team. He takes them all the way to the Cup Finals. We know what happens after that, but yeah. Favorite Linkin Park song? Now we're talking here. Tough to really settle on one. Oh, boy, I like By Myself a lot from Hybrid Theory. I mean, any song from Linkin Park is going to be from the first two albums, and that's it. Although New Divide was actually, I liked it because the Sharks used it in their promos a long time ago. But yeah, man, we're talking Hybrid Theory. We're talking Meteora. Come on, that was my teenage years right there. Loved it. And I saw Linkin Park in 2004. So when they were still, at their apex there. Rest in peace, Chet. Seeing the lost life of somebody who, whose artistic contributions were certainly meaningful. Runaway, okay, and Paper Cat. Oh, in the end, yeah, in the end was like the song that made me first fall in love with them. Favorite Metallica song? Now we're doing the good. We're asking the real good questions. Fade to Black, dude, absolutely, just one of the most beautiful solos of all time. Although I would say that actually my favorite songs from Metallica are from Ride the Lightning. So I'd say that, and Ride the Lightning itself is a freaking-tastic song. Although start to finish, I think that Master of Puppets is a better album. But man, you can't go wrong with the first three albums, or the first four albums for that matter. They should change the Sharks Goal Horn. Fact. Absolutely. Or favorite Goal song. Favorite Rush song. I don't listen to enough Rush to make. Sorry about that. Okay. Slap it to bass. That's all I got to say. R.I.P. Chester, indeed. Without the Wings in the playoffs, you know what that's like, right? You're going to watch Game 6 of the 2007 Western Conference semifinals. I don't remember that game so much. I remember Game 4, though. The puck over glass. We could have been up 3-1 in that series, and then we would have coasted. Mark my words, we would have coasted. No, actually, we would have had to go up against Pronger. F. Chris Pronger. That little bastard. He's probably like the nicest person. Oh, man. Do I like Shinedown? I've never really listened to Shinedown. My musical tastes skew. I mean, I do like some bands kind of from that realm. My preferences skew more to metal, all that kind of good stuff. Hartemi, that'd be sick, man. I mean, look, Dreisaitl's had a hell of a year. He could certainly earn it. I'd love to see McKinnon win just because he, I think, at some point warrants a heart. But yeah, give it to Panarin. Why not? DeBoer's Vegas fans are on Kakko. You're gonna hear some Chelsea dagger. Excellent, man. I'm hoping. I'd like to. I want to see. I want to see some upsets in these playoffs, man. I'm a Sharks fan. I want some upsets. Let's see it, man. That's a lot of capital letters there, Lurf. Mario Kart jersey. What? Rainbow Road. What? I'm not following. Oh, your favorite, or like what comes to mind when you think of colors? Did I ever listen to Evanescence? Not so much. But if you want to talk about rock bands that are female fronted, Nightwish, Elviti from Switzerland, they kind of have a female vocalist in some tracks. Arch Enemy, man. Arch Enemy. And I'm talking like either era, really. But they've had a couple of great female vocalists. What am I missing? Did I say Nightwish? If you want to talk about like some of the best female vocals in rock ever, just listen to Nightwish, man. So good. Do I like Foo Fighters? Yeah, I mean, more so. You know what? I've never actually listened to their first album, which was every instrument, all the production, everything was done by Dave Grohl, which is amazing. And I know we're derailing this, guys, but I do love that we're talking other stuff here too. So, yeah, Foo Fighters, actually, their second Left to Lose. I would say that's probably one of my favorite 10 albums of all time. I absolutely love that ever since it came out. And then One by One afterwards was not quite as good, but still really good, I'd say overall. Yeah. Moose Mitch McLean. Thoughts on the personal goal horns the Sharks used at the end of last season? I like it. I mean, the thing is that to make a goal song, I'd say more often than not, goal songs don't really work. You know, to have one single goal song to get everybody sort of chanting in unison, it's hard to make that work. But I liked it with the Sharks because they didn't score that many goals, so you had to make it count. So when Hurdle would score, God, it sucks that he got injured, and you had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, boom, perfect. When you had Hakuna Matata for Stefan Nason, please read. Yes, liked it. Oh, what's going on, John? Hey, thanks for joining, bud. It's nice to see you in here this lovely chat. Rangers, Blackhawks, best goal songs. Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars are number one. Debate me. What's going on? Van Halen, Poison, Def Leppard. Oh, you like some of those classic bands. Actually, this morning when I was in the shower, I was rocking out to some old school Motley Crue. Shout at the Devil, like that era. If you want to talk about like the hair bands, they're, to me, like, they're at the top. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. I was so stoked to be on Post to Post. Brett Burns, his goal song, I don't quite recall. The Seattle team should be called the Undertakers. Well, I mean, Seattle was built on top of itself, so they could go with a sort of, I don't know. Stars chant their team name. I'm not too impressed. They don't score so often, so. But dude, it's Pantera. Have you ever listened to Pantera, Evan? Dude, go on Spotify, listen to Cowboys from Hell, listen to the song Domination. The last 2 minutes of that. If your face is still intact afterwards, my jaw will come unhinged. And listen to Vulgar Display of Power, one of the best metal albums of all time. Hello from Winnipeg. Oh, hey, Harv Dog. What's going on? Home of the 2020 Stanley Cup Winnipeg Jets. Woo! That is bold, and I like it. Good luck to you guys. You got a great matchup against the Flames. Surprised that it was not traded at the deadline. Oh, little, but come on, man. He's 40 years old. He's on his last legs. To play in today's NHL with a contender, I just didn't really see it, frankly. Best goal song in the league. No bias. Okay, no bias. I mean, I might actually say you're like, hey, this is kind of catchy. I don't like. This sounds kind of different. I like this. I don't know. I fell in love with it the first time I heard it. Do I like Corn? Yeah, I do actually. So that year I saw, or that one time I saw Linkin Park, I saw Corn as well. So this is like a year after Take a Look in the Mirror. Um, yeah, absolutely love Corn. Got some really interesting songs. I know that like it's interesting because in terms of like a technical, overwhelmingly impressive, but it's just the elements are so weird, like how they just somehow fit together. It works. I don't know. But if you want to talk about a band like Primus, I can't get into them. I don't know. The Oilers have the best goal song. I'd have to listen to that, I guess. Rangers and Hawks best goal songs. You can sing along. Yeah, I mean that's fun, right? But then again, I mean, really, I just love how. Sorry, Nick, cover your ears. Like the Blues, for example, they have the organ going when they score a goal, and everyone's just like chanting and like there's no like orchestrated sort of thing going on. I'd rather have that sort of thing, frankly. The Preds, one of the masters of trolling. That's so funny. Yeah, because you got what? Is that Garth Brooks? I've been to a game there, yeah. And people are kind of like getting not everybody's getting and there's that one part that's like, hey, you suck. And it goes into like black keys or something like that. I don't know. It's so weird. It's really weird. I had a fun time there though. Oh wait, the Blues aren't doing the organ for their goal? I thought they were doing for that in the playoffs. Yeah, I have some hockey cards, not a lot of them though. I'd like to get into collecting a little bit more, but when your money is going to jerseys and donating to help animals in third world countries receive surgeries that they desperately need to stay alive, then yeah, you don't really quite have the funds necessarily. All I saw is Ristolainen, so I'm going to read the comment. Favorite save of all time was the save Carey Price did 3 years ago against Rasmus Ristolainen. Favorite save of all time? I mean, well, you know one that I really was that Fleury save in Game 7 against Detroit in 09 when he, I mean, it wasn't the most spectacular save, but the fact that he like laid out his body to that was cool. Certainly was up there. Anytime you see one of those like behind the back glove saves, like the one that Jonathan Quick did, Fleury save this year, the catch that he did, that was sick. Favorite Shark save of all time, Evgeny Nabokov in 2008 against the Dallas Stars. That save was amazing. We both have the same name. Oh my God, Master Savage. What's going on, buddy? Whoa. Hello from New York. Wow. Sharks fan in New York. Well, cheers, brother. Welcome to the stream here. Can't recall if I've seen you here before. So that's great because now we are a trio of Knicks along with Windy City Hockey here. So you rep the name proudly and the colors, my friend. Way to go. Welcome. Used pretty hard as a goal. Like, yeah, dude, Andrew WK. That's taking it back. Go to the garden when the live guitar is going. All right. Okay. I can get on board with that. Sure. I haven't been to New York in 20 years, dude. I mean, it was interesting. When I was a kid, I did a lot of traveling, did a lot more traveling on the East Coast than I do now. If the Sharks play the Stars, you will root for the Sharks. Really? Huh. I used Joe Louis Arena for the thumbnail. Yeah, I did. I just decided to put some. I like to just kind of mix up the thumbnails. By the way, do you guys have any thoughts on my thumbnails for the stream and for otherwise? I'm curious because thumbnails seem to be, people put a lot of effort into them. Like I'm talking like people probably spend an hour or two on some of these thumbnails. If you're a hockey fan, yeah, frankly, I don't know. I don't know if my thumbnails are captivating enough, frankly. You've traveled to 30 different countries? Damn, that's fantastic, man. How many have I been to? I can't remember. I don't know if I've been to like 20. I think I'm a little bit under that. I think maybe like 18 or 19. You're going to go to all 32 NHL stadiums. I hope one day as well. Add the Undertaker logo. Maybe as a watermark in there so that only you know what I'm doing there. Alrighty. You got to go to the Shark Tank and to a practice. You met the player. Fantastic, man. That's one hell of an experience. I can't say I've done any of that except for obviously go to the Shark Tank. Smallest country I've traveled to. You've been to Malta? I'm gonna one up you. Well, except maybe you've been here before, but I've been to the Vatican. I've been to the Vatican and I've been to Monaco, which are tiny countries. Singapore is definitely bigger, but it's also a very small country. That's right, Nick. If you ever come to well, then again, I have to still be in the area, but you let me know. You've been to Rome. Okay. Yeah. The Vatican's kind of cheating though, because it's like literally encompassed by Rome. But yeah, I've been to Monaco, Italy from France. Yeah. Oh yeah, Japan. Heck yeah, man. Go see some of the feudal ruins from centuries ago. Check the Instagram. What'd you do on this thumbnail here? What'd you do? I hear some dog. I don't think that's Cortana though. She's a little more raspy in her bark. Let's take a look. There you go. There you go. My only recommendation here would be, I think when you look at thumbnail text, people blow the text up more. The logos are at least more recognizable from a distance, but you probably want to have a little bit more going there. And I know Columbus is tough when you're on a black background there, but maybe incorporating some white in there to help the text stand out a little bit more. You want to visit all the hockey countries. First reaction after the first goal went in at the Shark Tank at Game 7. Oh, so for that, if you haven't already, guys, listen to my most recent Twist cast. I've told the story of Game 7 in a couple of ways, but this time I really broke down my thought process as the Knights had that 3-goal lead and what happened after the Sharks scored that first goal. So I do share that much more there. And I also talk about my predictions for the play-in rounds. You live in a great area for hockey, 4-hour drive or shorter. You have the Pens, Flyers, Devils, Caps, Islanders. Slapshot Hockey has joined the stream. Greetings. And pardon my terrible internet connection. Toronto, Göteborg, and Lapland are the best parts of those countries. Interesting. I would like to see many parts of the Nordic countries. See the Aurora Borealis, especially with Norway, because it's more mountainous. I think that would be really cool to just road trip through. As long as I don't drive off a cliff. I'll have to get like Matt Zuccarello's phone. When the closest town is like Trondheim and you're 300 kilometers away and it's 3 a.m. and can you call someone to like get a truck out here? Yeah. Hockey Hall of Fame. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know what? There's also the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame, which is in, I think, Bemidji, Minnesota, in the northern part of the state there. I'd like to go to that at some point. Apparently, that is home to the world's largest hockey stick. You're going to go on a 3-day cruise. Yeah, man, that's the last thing you want to be doing these days, right? Take Eurostar around Europe, complete the dream. Yeah, I've been to a decent part of Europe, but there's still so much more to see. People to go see like Croatia and visit Belgium and have some beers with the monks there. That'd be a lot of fun. Do I really want the Sharks to win a cup? Oh, and Savage, if you listen to my latest Twistcast, I do share a little bit about what sort of meaning it would have for me if the Sharks won a Stanley Cup. So there are stories to be told or to be listened to there. Oh, you get to go skating tomorrow? Nice, dude. So, but you guys, do you have any like pop-up skating rinks out there? You know, outdoors? Favorite position in hockey? Yours is goalie. Huh, respect. I don't have a favorite position. There we go. I mean, look, what's the most exciting to watch, right? The most exciting position-wise, you know, the defenseman that lines up the big hip check, number one. Number two, the streaky winger who is the absolute sniper out there. And three, the goaltender that makes the miraculous windmill save. You know, that's kind of how I see it. Maybe in Queenstown, it's too warm in the north. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of the Twistcast, do I know when we're going to be able to get that going? Ah, yes, to bring you on the Twistcast. I might have some time this weekend. And by the way, guys, do you have any topics that you'd like me to cover in the upcoming Twistcast? And Evan here, Dynamic Python, we've been talking about bringing him on to the Twistcast. So let me know in the comments here if you have any topics you want me to cover that I haven't covered already. You did that with intent, of course. If the Sharks won one cup, you wouldn't care if you missed the playoffs for 10 years straight. And I agree. We've been very lucky as fans to have such a competitive team since Doug Wilson became general manager, frankly. But yeah, I wouldn't mind 15 years of Buffalo Sabres, Missouri, if we just got that one cup. Free agents. Yeah, so I know that I put out a couple videos about the Sharks offseason, and I wanted to talk about defensemen next. I should have put that out today, but of course, with the other videos that I'm making around 5 reasons why, or 10 reasons why, 5 reasons why. So I do plan to talk a little bit about available free agents at the defense position, and then do a video on that for forwards as well. I feel for the Sabres fans as well too, my friend. Rangers questions would be nice. Exactly. Yes. You have a job interview. Right on, man. Well, that's good that you've had that opportunity come up in these times. Hope it sounds exciting to you, man. Apparently, a leaked hoodie for the Sens has dropped and it has the original logo on it. Okay. 50 years, no Stanley Cup wins, no playoffs for the last 7 years. Yeah, that sucks, man. Well, Vancouver, they've had a better go of it this season for sure. But think about this too, man. Vancouver, in their 50 years, no Stanley Cups. They've been to the finals 3 times, but they've had some very disappointing finishes. I hope you get the job too, dude. Good luck. Just, the interview should be more of a conversation. See, Terry contract. I know the name, but if we're talking about like prospects or guys who've signed deals who come over from other leagues, I honestly can't give an opinion on that. Jason David Frank. That sounds familiar. But then again, you could put 3, generic names together and I might know, or I might be like, oh, that sounds familiar. Neil Patrick Harris, for example. The NHL confirmed the Seattle team name will be announced tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Oh, damn. I should have done a stream then, but I'll have stuff going on. JDF is the Green Power Ranger. Oh, okay. I thought Trevor, when I first saw that, I thought you said job. Your job. Hey, man. I'll give you a LinkedIn recommendation. OG, right on. Oh, because y'all think that I've got like the Power Ranger thing going on. Right on. In 3 years' time, I will know the name of Troy Terry. Okay. He's not like a Ducks prospect, is he? I don't know anything about these guys. Maybe it's an alliteration thing. I thought of Sam Steele. That's dope. What if your last name was Steele? Think about that, huh? Who's to say that I'm not a Power Ranger outside of YouTube? Your dad is a Canucks fan. He's very jealous when he got to meet the players. A specific app where you can download the Twistcast. Yes. You can go to SoundCloud. That I have is actually over 10 years old. So believe it or not, if you go on SoundCloud, you might be able to find some rap songs that I might have written a decade ago. Yeah, I used to do things. I used to get a little creative musically. Max Steel. Yeah, that's a sick name. On July 31st, you're gonna get the Patrick Kane playoff mullet. I can't wait to see that. Okay, hockey fan, we'll catch you later. Oh, he's a Ducks prospect. Okay, all right, there you go, man. 2 for 2. Sam Steele, Troy Terry. Cringy rap. I don't know if it's cringy, but so was in them. Come on, get some. At least some of them did. And this is when I had no production software at all. So I mean, it sounds like something that was, created in the Napster era, frankly. If I were a Power Ranger, I'd be the Blue Ranger. I don't know, man. Triceratops? Maybe I'd be more of a mastodon. But hey, you probably know better than I do. You do know better than I do. What am I saying? Seattle released their goal horn. It's a fairy horn. Boo. Copying the Sharks. I mean, basically, that sounds like a foghorn. It's pretty similar. Oh, right. You came back. Or the Red Wild Force Ranger. That sounds like fun. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up in about 10, 15 minutes, maybe. So make sure to get in your questions down below. Make sure if you have anything you'd like me to discuss in the upcoming Twistcast, let me know. Based on kind of people like the cast, no doubt. I might go to every other week instead, though, just because I might want to space that content out a little bit more. It's hard to talk for an hour every week in addition to doing the streams and doing other videos. And plus, I want to make sure that we maximize viewership as much as we can on the podcast. But yeah, Seattle Kraken or Seattle Sockeyes? I just can't imagine them doing Sockeyes when you have the Canucks and the Sharks in the same division. In the teaser trailer for Seattle, it was a fisherman. As a Sharks fan, we're gonna rip on them a ton because it's like, cool. We could use a little bit more dietary variation in our diet. Yeah, I would say, Riley, if they didn't go with Kraken, I would like to see them go with Emeralds, frankly. But I don't think that's going to quite make it. It is a good day. This time won't be like Vegas, thank goodness. What do you mean, trademark infringement? That's good. What was stacked, right? Oh, the expansion draft? What are you talking about? They're gonna have the same expansion draft rules. But then again, I think teams are going to prepare better for it. Hey, Seattle, how about you take Brent Burns' contract? Take it. I love me some Burnsy, but he's going to have to find some way to return to maybe 2 or 3 seasons ago if he wants to justify that contract into his late 30s. Anyway. Pardon me. All the talk, the carbonation buildup, whatnot. You're going to root for the Seattle team. Oh, wait till they come into the division, my friend. You'll bully the Vegas. How awful would that be if Vegas and Seattle won a cup before the Sharks did. I'm just assuming right from the get-go that Seattle will be a playoff team in their first year. You might root for the Seattle team too. I don't know, man. I think Vegas and Seattle will clash. I think obviously Seattle and Vancouver. And I do, as somebody who knows how bitter things can get between the Bay Area and Seattle, I think that's going to be a rivalry as well. The coolest names are Tuukka Rask and Pekka Rinne. Oh God, take Erik Karlsson's contract. Take one of our defensemen who is over the age of 33, or 30, I guess. How do I prefer Rangers or Islanders? Dude, I don't like to fall into this trap. I don't like to do it, man, because I would think that you're an Islanders fan. Now, Islanders, I'll take them for coach. Rangers, I'll take them for Red Man. I think the Rangers are, frankly, I think the Rangers are more exciting to watch if you want to watch goals. I like the Islanders for their. I like some of the physical players on that team, like Johnston and Clutterbuck. I got the same birthday as Clutterbuck too, so there you go. What was I going to say? I don't know. Oh, Master Savage. I would say I like GM Jarmo Kekalainen. Yeah, all the Finnish names are super fun to say, right? Like Antti Suomela, or back in the day, Antti Miettinen, or Antero Niittymaki. Those are some of the best ones. You love Burns. You wouldn't want to see him go. I mean, look, dude, if he can, I mean, he doesn't have to be a Norris Trophy winning defenseman every year for us. Defenseman. But I mean, of course, I think that there's a chance that he can rebound next year, because so many guys had 10 years. There's going to be somewhat of an uptick, I think, next year, especially if Peter Laviolette becomes our head coach. Bugner, I think he could certainly qualify for a head coaching job here too. But yeah, Vegas is looking to decide their captain. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'd like every team to have a captain. Martin Straka. How about Miroslav Shatan? There was a hack going around on Instagram. Oh shoot! All right, man. I'll be on the lookout for that. I don't like hearing that. Henry Yokiharu. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Or like, what was that guy's last name? Like Yoki Paka or something like that? I don't know. Or Capo Kako. Or what's that guy's name? Kakkonen? Like, it's not Capo Kakkonen. That's just combining the two players together, is it? Yeah. Is proof that Fedotenko is like the best Russian name. Or no. That's no. Hands down. Best non-Finnish name in the NHL. Pavel Buchnevich. Easily. Buchnevich. You can just say it, like, really just drag out Buchnevich. You know? That's the best. Who's going to win the cup? Flyers, I said before the season started. Somebody likes Buch. Hey, and by the way, Evan Buch, he had a pretty good season. I mean, I've seen massive potential from that guy. I like his playmaking a lot. Good to see him put up some good numbers there. Predictions on Jets and Flames. I said a slight edge to the Jets. They just have been more of a consistent team. And Rangers. Oh, you're a Rangers fan. I just mistakenly judged. I thought that you were an Owls fan. Booch is a beauty. Sad penguin noises. Nino Niederreiter. That's a great name. Good one. Predictions on. Oh, yeah, I said that already. Yeah. All right, guys. We're in the final 5 minutes here. This is crunch time. All right. And then I'll have to sign off here so I can go have some Thai food. Neil was wearing a Sharks gear. Yep. Totally saw that. And I mean, he even said that when he went on the stream with me. Predictions of Rangers versus Canes. I know you'll come for me if I say this will happen, but I still want to side with the I think a fantastic team defensively. Although goaltending, I think that, yeah, the Rangers have the edge there if Shesterkin looks any bit like he did in this regular season. But that said, Mrazek can turn it on, I think. He played really well for them last year in the playoffs. So I'm going to give a slight edge to Carolina. Try this Finnish name. Urho Vakanainen? I think I've heard that, right? Vakanainen. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll be on the lookout. Thanks, Trevor. Penguins or Canadiens? Yeah. And I talk about these a little bit more in my Twist cast, but I still like the Penguins. You look at what they did this season with like half their for them, and he played top line and he did great this year. You put Gensel back in there. He had a fantastic playoff run a couple years ago. Yeah, John Marino, Brian Dumoulin, they have a better defense than they have had in previous cup runs, I think. So I'm going with Pittsburgh. You're gonna get a selfie with me one day? All right. I'm taking a picture of this, like old school, or like a. Yep, it's gonna happen. The longest Finnish name. Oh, longest Finnish word. Oh my God! Don't even get me started. Lento konsui. I can't even. Elvis Merslikens. Yeah. Zika. What? Your video will be on your channel. Yay! All right. Zika Mbenejad. What's another one I like to do? I don't know. I do that with players' names sometimes too. Oh, sorry, Trevor. I think I meant to hide that just for, it's like, but yeah, I've done a terrible job moderating tonight. You saw the video of me with Neil from Post to Post. Well, hey, if that's where you're coming from, welcome, dude. It's a pleasure to have you here. We do this every Wednesday. For the playoffs, it might be a little bit different. I would like to do some playoff live streams for sure. But yeah, usually on Wednesdays. We've been doing this every Wednesday, except one day I did it on a Thursday. But since the quarantine, we've done a weekly stream. David Dacus, Jets, Rangers, or Knights versus Lightning, or Preds versus Hurricanes. Oh my God, or Yotes Rangers. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. I want Coyotes, Panthers in the finals. Let's go. Although, I'm going to say Wild Panthers for my dream matchup, I guess. Pavel Pasternak, Davil Patsuk. That's what I first thought when I saw that. Yeah. Favorite hockey team? Sharks, baby. I live 15 minutes away from the tank. Sharks growing up, and nothing will ever change that. As a matter of fact, I can't. I have a Sharks tattoo actually, but yeah. Blue Jackets versus Wild would be nice. Hey, I'd be in favor of that. Hey, what's up, Kim? Thanks for joining the stream. Although we're actually in our final minute because I'm at my parents' place. I'm going to go have some Thai food shortly. It's Isles Girl in the chat here. She's going to be coming onto the channel in just a few days, and she'll be talking about reasons. Oh, you didn't screw nothing up. No. All right. How many NHL games did I go to this year? Probably about 16, 15, something like that. I'm a half season ticket holder for the Sharks. Anyway, guys, I hate to go. It always happens. It's like other people come into the chat just before I'm ready to sign off here. So my friends, we're going to have to sign off here. But don't worry, we'll be back at this again next week. If not a regular live stream like this, and we'll do something on the first for the playoffs. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. So we're going to be coming on the stream with something like that pretty soon. Stick around for my 5 Reasons Why series, because we're going to be doing videos every day. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing the Blackhawks or the Coyotes, one of the two. Joining me for those Coyotes. We're going to be doing jersey unboxings. I got a Holy Grail jersey to unbox next week. And we've got other good stuff. Cortana's got to make her playoff predictions. I got to get on that real soon. And I'll be chatting with you beauties again in the very near future. Very near future. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys again real soon. Have a good night. Stay safe. Go Sharks. I'll catch you later.